Tulsa's often been a home court advantage for Oklahoma, but tickets for this event are being sold 50-50. What do you anticipate this experience in being like for your basketball team?
I think it's going to be a passionate game. I know our fan base, Arkansas's fan base, it's two passionate fan bases. So that's what I anticipate. I anticipate being a high energy atmosphere. I know Arkansas is a really good team. The way they play so hard. They get the tempo going. They press you. They run and jump you. They drive you. And I think both fan bases are very passionate.
Arkansas and Oklahoma have only played 10 times in basketball, which really seems strange due to proximity. This series will likely take it into you guys into SEC play. What's it like to have that quality opponent like Arkansas every year?
It's only can help us, man. They're really good, and to play these kind of teams, this kind of venue, it's what you want. And we've already played Florida, an SEC team, and I know we got Auburn coming up. But that our whole thought is Arkansas right now, and just got a ton of respect for them, and knowing they're a very, very good team.
One last question, a quick one. Wanted to ask you, how many takes did it take to make the half court shot for the Twitter video you made?
Can't remember. No, it wasn't more than 10. I think it was somewhere between 5 and 7.
Sounds good. All right, Porter. Thanks a bunch. Good luck this weekend.
I really wanted to lie. I really did. Sister Jean would have found out.
Josh Callaway with the next question.
Yeah, Porter, after the Utah State game, you talked a lot about, making sure that loss didn't go in vain and learning from it. And it seemed like the guys generally, responded from it, got some big wins after that. Are you getting a similar vibe, this week? The guys are responding well to that Butler loss and kind of turning the page?
Unfortunately, I had to take a day off yesterday. It pained me. I wanted to practice for like 9 hours and I wanted to watch film for another 11. But per NCAA rules, that was our day off. So we actually watched film this morning, and we had everything was about this morning about that, our teaching moments. We had just an enormous amount of teaching moments from that game, from shot selection to zone offense, of not only the offense, but zone principles, knowing how to pass fake, knowing how to gap dribble, how to pinch in a zone. We got so spread out, we're just playing catch, which becomes, and that starts with me. But we were teaching zone principles. And the ironic thing is, even though they had only 8 possessions of zone, we went up against zone every single day with that thought that they might go zone. And then they did. So that was frustrating. But we had so many teaching moments and challenged them again and showed how this loss can't go in vain. We got to, we can't be that team that takes plays off. We got up 13, and the next 6 defensive possessions in a row were just kind of not relentless. They were okay, but they weren't to our standard, and they scored on 5 of them. And instead of trying to nail a hammer in it when you're up 13, we had some bad shot selection and some bad D. Next thing you know, it's a 3-point game. And that's a teaching moment. And same thing happened to the Utah State game. So yes, we went over it a ton. Now the rest of this morning, this afternoon, tonight is all about Arkansas.
Appreciate it, Porter.
Yep.
Jesse Critton with the next question.
Hey, Porter, appreciate your time. Obviously, you guys had a pretty tough test last week in Florida, another tough test this week. And just how has your team kind of responded to, these non-conference challenges so far? And you spoke a little bit about, what do you see from Arkansas and how they may challenge you guys?
Well, starting first, what I see from Arkansas is I see a really good team. I see a lot of different pieces. They got length. They got athleticism. They got shooters. They got quick point guards. They got length inside with Vanover and Williams. I just see a lot of weapons. They come at you. They're going to press you. They're going to run and jump you. They're going to go for turnovers nonstop. They turn turnovers into baskets as good as anybody. So that's what I see from Arkansas. You got to take care of the ball, and then you got to rebound. They're relentless on the glass. So you've got to take care of the ball, and you got to rebound. Those are just 2 fundamental basics that going into that game. And you got to execute. For us, we got to control the tempo, execute with that. how our guys handled it. I mean, man, they're a player at this level. You want to play in these games. You want to play in these games. You're playing a top 10 team in Tulsa. Great programs. You got to check your pulse if you don't want to play in this game.
And just a quick follow-up, you've started the same 5 guys in every game so far this season. Just what have you seen from that starting lineup, and how do you kind of hope they continue to grow?
That's what I want to see, is I want to see them to continue to grow. I really want to see our, 6 through 10 continue to grow. I think the last game was the first game that our first 5 hasn't gotten us off to a good start in the second half. But I do love what they did. They came in, Butler scored 2 quick ones, and then we came back and we answered. So, it's just about getting better, but we got to develop our bench. I mean, it's as simple as that. I thought Bijan came in and did a couple nice passes. He's got his defense and different things, but his passing was good. Ethan, we're looking for consistency from him. Jacob came in and gave us 2 nice baskets off the bench. So I liked what I saw out of Jacob. And CJ Nolan. I told we're playing 2 to 3 freshmen. And it's that old adage, it's a race to maturity. It's a race to maturity, man. When you're playing freshmen in this day and age, when you're playing COVID seniors and super seniors, all this stuff, you're playing 23-year-olds. You're young guys, it's hard. It's hard to be a young, true freshman. It's got to be a race to maturity on all the little things you got to do to play at a game like this, at a level like this.
Appreciate it, Porter.
You got it.
Andrew Hutchinson.
Hey, Porter, I was just curious what your impressions are after watching film of Jalen Williams, Arkansas's, I think he's number 10 for Arkansas.
No, I know him. I've been watching for 48 hours since after the Butler game. Elite passer, really good passer. He's got a good pace to his game. He doesn't get sped up. Some bigs, remember Majerus used to call some bigs panicked passers. Jalen Williams is not a panic passer. Jalen Williams takes his time. He finds cutters. He's a very good passer. He's skilled. He's big. He gets his athleticism into the game. I really like him. I watched him a little bit last year, but I could just only imagine how much he's grown. But I really think he's a terrific passer and good pace to himself.
And I wanted to get a thought from you on Tanner Groves and how important he's been to y'all, and what does he really bring to the table for y'all?
He brings some size to us at the position, but he has some versatility. He's passing the ball decent and he's shooting it. I think we can really get him, some more post touches. I'd like to see him get some more post touches in there and have him be more productive in the post as well. You got to love coaching him. He's passionate every day. He wants to learn. He watches all extra tape. He does all those things you love to coach. But I see a young man wanting to get better every day.
BetOnline has you covered for all the holiday season. More props, odds, and lines than ever before. BetOnline remains your #1 spot for all sports action. Head to our new updated desktop or mobile website to sign up today and receive your 50% welcome bonus with the promo code BELIEVE to receive your bonus. That's BLEAV to receive your bonus. And it's not just football. BetOnline has pro and college hoops, NHL, boxing, UFC, even your favorite Vegas casino games. Don't wait to take advantage of all these amazing offers available for the 2021 season. BetOnline is the fastest and easiest way to bet on all your favorite sports.